Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll start our little adventure here. And again, just send me some information on the text or on the chat. Turn up the game sound. Alright, let's do this a little bit. I'm going to turn my mic down just a titch. And then we'll go from there. So as we go along, again, just write in the chat that if it's too loud or too quiet or anything, just let me know. But as of right now, we are going to get started, and I am going to start rocking this 1992 classic called Darklands. And I have a little cheat sheet that I have, because this is one of those games where you get jobs, and if you don't write them down, you have no idea what you're doing. So, let's see here. Currently, this is my map. So this is kind of one of the first RPGs that I've ever played. I played it with a buddy of mine way back in the day. And of course, little old-fashioned computer out on the living room coffee table in the middle of the night. And it's one of those games that kind of has a steep learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, it's, I don't know, it's very involved. But as you can see right now, this little white thing kind of looks like a star. That's where I'm located. And you can see where it says the map information. Up along the top, it actually tells you what town it is, where it is, and your reputation. So this is one of those games that, based on your reputation, you can get certain jobs. It's almost like a sandbox game. And with that, it goes along the lines of GTA, where you can get minor jobs here and there to get money, to get the respect, and then you can get cheaper items, cooler items, basically make your guys a little bit stronger. But the whole idea of this is that you're actually trying to prevent the apocalypse. So our little ragtag band of heroes over here, which is along the left part of the screen, consists of all of our fighters. Now this is again 16th century Europe. So it's like, I think it's like Germany, Poland, all of those countries kind of mixed up in there. And basically what you're supposed to do is, again, just prevent the apocalypse. So I've been kind of playing a little bit, been kind of farming some items, because this game takes a long time to get your guys up to strength. And I started my characters out young, and when you start them out young, they don't have all the skills necessary to actually take on the apocalypse. So, just give you a little quick overview of the characters. We got, oops, what did I hit here? Oh, there we go. So we have Marcus, who's our leader, and I always like this. I always like the character outline. The armor looks awesome. The weapons always look awesome. I mean, it's just, for 1992, this was one of those just graphical achievements in my book. But going on the lines of like Dungeons and Dragons, you have your endurance, your strength. You can see you have your endurance and strength listed over here. Strength is kind of your hit points, and then all the weapons that you're good with. You have your edge weapons, your impact. I believe this is your flails, your pole arms, your throwing weapons, your bow and arrow, and missile devices. And you can see also you have other skills down here, which is your alchemy, using potions, your religion. This is a very religious game, meaning like you can get saints, and you can pray to your saints to actually help you along your way. So you have certain saints that do specific things. He provides a great increase to Latin and read and write. So if you're in a town, you have somebody that needs to increase your Latin, you can always pray to this dude, and hopefully you can get a boost in that to make things a little bit easier for you. Plus, he also makes nobility more favorable towards you, meaning if you get stopped by a noble out in the overworld, you can actually pray to this guy and he can actually help get you out of it so you don't have to fight a bunch of nobleman guards, which are really difficult, especially early on in the game. But so again, you get all of these along the game, or as you go along the game, and then you have your like Oasis return to music. Nice. But then you have your virtue, and that again is one of those that's related to your religion. The more virtue you have, the more likely that you'll be able to pray. The more likely you'll be able to pray, the more likely you'll be able to get out of tough situations. And then you speak Common, speak Latin, read and write, all just pretty basic. Speak Common. I don't know, I can't really remember what that's for. I think that allows you to talk your way out of things, or talk your way into things. Then you have your healing, your artifact, whatever. That's basically breaking down traps, your stealth, sneaking around town, streetwise. Again, more sneaking, riding, and woodwise. So that's the start with me, but then let's keep on going down the list here. Here we have Robert de Kolova, who is kind of my muscle. He's using a lot of two-handed weapons. He's kind of my brute. He's usually the first one into the fray. I usually send him after the big guys. He can hold his own. He's good with the flail, of course, as you can see what he's got going right there. He's got his flail weapon. Some of his other equipment, I usually keep a long sword along with him and a mace, just in case. Hey, rhymes. Oh, and someone saying that Speak Common helps with the barter. Makes sense. I actually haven't been paying attention to that, so we'll keep that in mind. But he's not really my religious dude, so he just has a couple just in case. Oh yeah, the formula. These are basically those alchemies that you can mix up, and it actually uses like potions, kind of like magic in a way. So you can, if you have all these ingredients, you can actually make the potion, which then you can use in combat, which like with this one, it's acidic acid that can eat through metal. So if you're going against somebody that has heavy armor or anything like that, you can throw this. This will melt their armor and make them a lot easier to hit. So that's that. Then we have Naomi McUnderboob, and she is kind of my alchemist slash religious chick. She's the one that does a lot of the praying, saves the group, heals the group. She has a lot of alchemy available to her, so we can mix up some of these. And then she also has a nice list of saints that kind of helps get us out of jams. She's also my impact weapons, so she has a nice military hammer, plus she has a dagger and a short sword in case shit hits the fan. And then let's see, and then we have, oops, wrong button. Then we have Denga. Denga is another one of my tanks. Denga Kron. He has the flail, he's also good with the impact weapons, and he's good with the throwing. He has a couple of potions as well. I've actually been able to use the Eater Water, which is good again against the armor, so you throw them against the big guys. That'll weaken their armor, make him a lot easier to hit. And I'm actually starting to get him into the religious cycle as well, so he's got a couple of saints that I've used a couple of times that actually saved our butts. So, and that's kind of the overview of our characters here. So these are our heroes. So right now, what I am going to do is we're going to head into this town of Ulm, and we're going to see if we can find ourselves a little mission here. I actually have a whole list of stuff that's scattered throughout the game, but I am nowhere near any of them. So we're gonna see if we can find something else that we can do for our guys just to beef up our skills a little bit. I always like this overhead map too. You just kind of click on the arrow, our little dude can walk around, so that's our little icon. Plus you have a little sun up here in the corner. What do we got here? Ahead of you, you see a few heavy wagons moving slowly along the road, guarded by a small party of soldiers. As you get closer, it appears to be a small merchant caravan. You decide to... So, let's talk to them. I think I got some items I could sell. So, Marcus, being my leader, usually goes to him first, and I usually give him all of the spoils of war, and he doesn't have anything. So, but actually these are some pretty cool ingredients for alchemy that I might want. So I'm actually going to barter to Naomi, and this one I can't pronounce. We're going to buy a couple of these because I haven't seen this one. So, and actually this marsh vapor too. So I'm going to leave, and actually let's travel with them. See where they're going. After discussing the possibilities for a while, they are uninterested. Oh, they don't like us. You suspect they don't completely trust you. An understandable statement in such a dangerous land. Makes sense. Fine, we'll go our separate ways then. I always love the artwork too. All this stuff's hand drawn. It's just gorgeous. Alright. And the music changes too. I love that. Alright, let's go to Ulm, which is right here. Alright, so before you lies the walled city of Ulm, a large trading city. Alright, so since we're kind of popular in here, you suspect that you will be respected here. We might be able to sweet talk our way in. So let's go here, and then let's use our charm. Voila! The sergeant of the guard is overwhelmed by your charm. Yes! Oh, and that helps my speaking comment too. Alright, so we're in town. What I'm going to do is, the main place you want to go is you want to go to the central market. And the central market has what's called the Fugger, I think, F-U-G-G-E-R. And that's usually where you can get some pretty high-paying jobs. So you have the merchants, which sells your basic goods, pavilions of foreign traders, which is kind of a mix of everything. Pharmacists, that's a good thing for your alchemy, but the Fugger, that's where we want to go. So let's go here, and apparently I can't ask for a job from him. Fail. Alright, let's go to the marketplace again. Alright, well let's go to this Midasai. Alright, here we go. Let's request an audience to discuss tasks. I don't know how to say that word. Midasai? Alright, we got a job. And I don't have a pen to write this down, so I gotta write this down. Alright, 14 florins, that's a hefty amount. I nod politely. Sure I do. Alright, let's see here. Let's click. Ooh. A robber knight. These are the best. So, what we're gonna do... Bankers not only offer rewards, but they also have friends in many cities. However, this task is not easy. The Rutabitters, the robber knights of Germany, are hard men. So we have to go. So see, it tells you where the approximation of their castle is. But of course, if you don't write this down, you're gonna forget. So this is the Medicai in Ulm, and then we have to go west of Speyer and northwest of Ulm. So it's pretty close, actually. So one thing we can do is, at least what I like to do, is I like to check my map. So I go to party info, so pop on my map. So here's Ulm. So what was it again? Northwest? So he's over here somewhere. So it's west of Speer. Speer is I thought it was this guy right there. Rotwheel, Ulm, Stuart. There's Speer. So it's actually west of that, so it's actually over here. It's gonna be a little hike for us, but that's okay. We'll get her done. Alright. Let's go back to the marketplace. Let's go back to the main street. So now we are, and again, the artwork is just fantastic. So let's see here. And actually one thing I want to do, let's go to the churches. So and again, this helps boost up this 99. That's your whole divine power or whatever. So anytime I need to pray to somebody to give me healing boost or weapons boost, I use this. But I also like going to these churches because sometimes it actually makes it a lot easier to pray to our saints. So I like going here and go to confession. So softly chapel, each in turn steps into the confessional. So after 8 hours of my penance, usually that'll make praying to the saints a lot easier. So I'll do that. I'm gonna leave the church. Dark side of the street. Ooh, that's right. I could probably fight a couple of thieves here while we're in town. Yeah, let's try that. And usually what you can do is you can go from the side streets to the scenic grove or the dark grove. And if you hop back and forth, you can actually combat bandits that are kind of wandering around. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to the dark grove, and we stumbled across some. So let's take on some vagabonds here. So what I'm going to do is then you select on our number group. So number 1, that's Marcus. And this is an old DOS game, so there's no drop menus or anything. You actually have to use the keyboard. So M stands for missile weapon, A stands for an attack, and I believe all of our orders are up here. So you do a right click and you can see all of our orders. Oops, I'm sorry. And here's the attack ones. This is what I wanted. So a couple of those Berserk. I actually haven't used a couple of these. Berserk, I'm going to assume, makes you go Berserk. So standard attack is A. Honorable. I don't know what that means. Parry. So if you want to defend yourself and wait for backup, you select on parry. But we're going to do a missile weapon. And then you will select on your person. So that's the guy. That's my target. So we'll go number 2. I'm going to select on M. Select on him. Number 3. I will just do those 2 to start. Boom! Shot. Alright. Spacebar pauses. Select on my guy again. Let's attack. Let's take these guys down. Mano to mano. Number 4. 4 is Denga. Got in there, Denga. Alright, let's go, guys. Charge! Oof. So the red numbers are the hits that the enemy is taking, and the white ones are mine. And you can kind of see everything's listed in little bars here. It's a little bar next to our numbers, that's theirs, whereas then you have ours listed. Alright, that was quick. Alright, so Javelin, we're going to select on D, because that's Robert's. So that's his, and then let's go back to Marcus, and then let's take everything out. And then we're done. Oh, then we also get 3 Groshans, and 8 Fennings. So, not bad. Alright, so let's leave. Victory! I always remember this picture when I was younger. It kind of creeped me out. My friend always made fun of me for that. But this one just, I don't know. The artwork is awesome, but it's just this face. Look at that. Ugh. Bless you, noble travelers, says an old porter. These thugs were terrorizing our neighborhood. Well, not no more. Ah, the jovial music of the grove. I'm just gonna enjoy this for a second. Alright. Let's go get ourselves a robber knight. Alright, where am I going again? Northwest. Northwest. And then we got there. That's the one thing that bugs me. It's so difficult. Is that the right one? Come on. There we go. Alright. That's where we're going. And of course, just like any NPC or any NPC, any RPG, you know, when you're in the overworld, you'll have random encounters just like this. Howls echo through the night air. Wolves! And it sounds like they're on your trail. Blah. Quickly, you set up a fire in a defensive camp. Let's frighten them. And that did not work. Alright. Taking on some rabid wolves. Where are they? If you press E, you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. So their natural armor is fair, and their natural weapon is poor, which I'm going to assume is their bite. Or if you play D&D, claw bite. Oops. And that's the one thing about this. Press hotkeys. No. Oh, get back there. I gotta remember I gotta hold down shift to move the map, not tap it. Where are they? Here, Wolfie. Where are you? Fine, be that way. Okay, I'm facing that way, so they must be up. There they are. Whoa, that's quite a pack. Alright. Let's get them. So if I throw, I actually have a couple of potions here, which is Noxious Aroma and Thunderbolt, but I'm going to save that for the Robber Knight. And I don't think the Nauseous Aroma is going to really affect them, so we're just going to do Missile. Let's take out the leader. Number 2, Bear, what are we going to have you do? Let's move you out a little bit. Oops, I didn't want to hit spacebar. Uh-oh. I just screwed up my plan. Eye burn? Maybe that'll affect him. Let's do that. Okay, let's see. Come on, there we go. Kind of froze there for a second. I want to... Come on, there we go. Denka. on the outside? Oh, they're moving too fast. That potion's not going to work at all. That was a waste. Shoot her! Alright, let's go. There we go. One down. Two down. Three down. Meat's on the menu, boys. Another one. Nice. Just gonna get my arrow back. And that's it. My impact weapons increased. So the higher this skill gets, the more damage you can do when you actually make a quote critical hit. So you see some of those where it's 10, 11, 12, even 15, more likely to do more damage. And my bow went up too. Nice. Yay me. Alright. All the wolves are dead or have fled. You sigh relief at surviving their fierce attack. Fierceness. Note to self, don't drink 3 cups of coffee before starting this. Just keep going. Those are usually what the robbers' castles look like. Let's see, where are we? Almost there. Uh-oh, I also have to find a bridge because I can't cross that river. Oh man. Hey, what's this? Little town? You step into the hamlet, you see that it has been abandoned. High atop a nearby hill, you see the remnants of some sort of pagan or diabolic worship site. You recognize the place as a spot that you yourselves have cleansed of satanic practices. Well, I don't remember. Sweet. Those inhabitants that were innocent have long since migrated to cleaner surroundings. Alright, well, I guess if I've cleansed it already, no point in hanging out. There we go, here's a town that we can hopefully cross the river. Alright, here's a bridge. Uh-oh. You encounter a small group of refugees. Men and women trudge along with all of their clothes and household goods on their backs. Some are staggering from sickness. A few are on litters. Even the children struggle along wearily. So here again, so we can give them some money, which sometimes helps your virtue, which sometimes helps you pray to saints. Or we can actually lead them in prayer. Marcus has a saint, Saint Sebastian. Might be able to help them out, or I can avoid them altogether. And sometimes, in my experience, these guys are kind of like wolves in sheep's clothing, meaning as soon as you get close to them, they're going to ambush you. So somebody said there's a saint that lets you cross rivers. Do you happen to know that saint? That would be great. There's so many saints in here and I don't even have the manual, because apparently the manual lists all the saints and what they're supposed to do, and every time I go and learn a new saint, I'm pretty much just guessing. So, speaking of which, let's try to lead them in prayer to clean their diseases. Let's click on this, and I can't do it for some reason. So usually you should be able to pray to the saint, but I must not be in favor with him right now, which doesn't allow me to pray for the entire party. Which is why I try to go to church, and I try to go to confessionals, which then sometimes build this favor, which then allows you to pray to him. But I can't right now, apparently. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna give him some bling bling. Pathetically grateful. The plague has destroyed our village, only we survived, and then by fleeing. You see how sick they are? I wonder if they have indeed survived. That's the one thing I don't like about this picture, is I have a hard time kind of reading some of these. They kind of blend in. But that's kind of awesome that they're going to hopefully bless our name. Alright, so we're going to go up here, since I don't know the saint that allows us to cross the wide rivers. Cross the bridge here. And not to delay any further, we're just kind of keep going. Actually, what town is that? Oh, that's where we want to be. Okay, so let's keep going. So this must be his castle, I bet you, right there. Ooh, a dragon. Drop your weapons or die! You know what? Ooh, should we try a saint? Can I? No. Oh, Godfrey. No! Damn it. Alright, well, since I'm such a fast talker, let's try to talk our way out of it. No. Alright. Oh, this should be pretty easy. Do a couple of missile weapons. Oh, I bet you there's guys behind us. Yes. Do that. Denga. Let's do that. And let's do... Nice. Oh, nice hits, everybody. Alright, let's do that. Actually, you know what? Naomi, you go with the big group. Denga, take them on your own. That sounded like a hard hit. Nice. Okay, where's everyone going here? Let's pause it. Where are you going? No. You're going to take on the big guy. Marcus, get over here. That's the one thing that's always kind of weird too, is like they kind of randomize who they go after next. I like that sound. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just look at those hits. Bear. Alright, let's see. So, Marcus shot an arrow. Actually, Denga did. Everybody did. Let's give it to Denga. Hey, yeah? Alright, go back to Kaloba. Give him back his javelin. And then let's go back to Marcus. And grab everything else. Alright. Flail weapons went up 1. Nice. Impact weapons up 2. Nice. Alright, let's resume. Actually, before I go any further, I am going to save this. I love how he taps his foot. Let's go! Alright. Alright, you see it. You know, I actually never really read that. You can boldly go straight to the castle, set a roadside ambush for his men, or pretend to be ordinary wayfarers, hoping to draw the attention. Well, now. We go in full steam ahead. So there's the awesome artwork of his castle. So his lights gleam from the upper windows. So usually what I like to do on these is I kind of like to hang out on the outside. So you can lay siege, attacking anyone entering or leaving. You can attack the tower with alchemy, which 2 of us do have it. I have a thunderbolt and Naomi has eater water, which might be interesting to do. I can politely ask to come inside, which is always kind of funny. I can challenge him to single combat. I can sneak in after dark, or I can just go away. But actually what I'm going to do... I kind of want to try this. Let's do it. If you remain spreading, the potion consumes the metal structure of the gate. It falls apart. The entryway to the tower is open. Well, that's great. So basically that did nothing. So I tell you what, I'm going to lay siege, and then after that we're going to sneak in and try and set fire to it. So you call into the castle garrison, you say, "We have come for justice. No man enters or leaves, except by our leave, until blah 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 surrenders himself to us." So your blockade has lasted some time now, and the Rube Renters is running short of food. Few robber knights keep large stocks on hand. A band of hungry soldiers sallies forth. Clearly, whatever Saboto hopes to break the siege. If you can defend these rascals, or defeat these rascals, he may lose hope. Ugh. Whoa, that's a lot of dudes. What do we got here? Robber captain. Ooh, okay. So what we're gonna do here, oh man, alright. Let's stink them out. Let's do a little aroma now from the last time. Let's go about right there. You're gonna do a missile. We're gonna hit the leader, Dengar. Star Wars. I guess he can do a missile too. But Naomi, I need you to move out a little bit. Okay, so hopefully I want to change her weapon though. We are going to do a short sword. Let's arm that. Just goes a little bit easier against these guys. And actually, I'm going to put my sword on. So you have a long sword, and I am going to arm Marcus with the long sword. Alright. Let's see what happens. Nice. So they have these little sparkles around them, that means they're affected. So they're going to be easier to hit. Okay, charge in there, boys and girls. She just has eye burn, but we are actually going to do a missile on him real quick. Nice shot. Alright. Ooh, 14, nice. So if the blue goes down on our guys, they're unconscious, but if the green goes down, they're dead. And the rule of this playthrough that I'm going to have is that if either of these three guys die, sorry, we're going to have to find a replacement. But the only rule exception is this guy. If he dies, we're going to restart. Just because I spent too much time making that guy. Oh, Robert, you're just standing up there staring at a rock. Let's get back down here, buddy. Nice. Good job. Victory. Let's divvy up the equipment here. Oops, the javelin is Robert de Colova. Now let's grab all the other goodies, because you could sell them in town. Get a pretty penny for them. Delicious. Thrown weapons went up, nice. Standing over the torn bodies of the ridders and minions, you taunt him and shout out insults to the castle. Your mother was a vacuum cleaner. Alright, it's... Now this is where I like to sneak in. Apparently not. When it gets dark, you sneak over and try to climb a wall. Unfortunately, you clumsily scrape against the stone and are overheard. Nice. When you hear... Wait a minute. When you hear the gate open, I thought I fried the gate. Alright, well let's take these guys on. Oh, my stealth went up for failing. That's good. Alright, let's missile these guys. So let's take him out. Let's throw weapons at him. Naomi, you gotta go up there. Tenga, another missile. Oh jeez. Fail. Come on, load another one. Go. Nice shot. Okay, I made up for it. Okay, Marcus, you go after the leader, because he's going after Naomi, and she's not going to hold her own. Robert, go charging in. Naomi, you're going to have to fight him. And Tenga, you're going to have to take them with Robert. Oh crap, got intercepted. Ooh. Naomi. Nice. I can still do a lot of good damage, so that's good. 15. Delicious. Alright. So, it's 3 arrows, so everyone's going to get their arrow back. Or one of them, anyways. Oops. Oh, darn it. And we got a javelin. Well, I'll fix that later. Get. Distribute back. Get. I skipped the clothing because that ain't worth diddly. In fact, it's really hard to get rid of that stuff for some reason. So get. Nice. Edge weapons are up. Good job, fellers. Alright. Gonna shout insults at him again. Tell him I fart in your general direction. Alright, let's see. Well, I'm not gonna sneak in anymore, because that's just not working. So, let's lay siege again. Maybe this time he'll pop out. Nope, so it's another group of the Robber Knight's minions. Alright. These are kind of cool to do when you do the lay siege, because then you fight more people, and then you get more goods, and then you can get more cash by selling all of their goodies. And with this one, I am just going to send everybody in, because it's 4 on 4. And Naomi, you're going to take on the leader. Charge! Ooh. I guess Denga is going to take on the leader. Ooh. Nice. Alright, let's grab all this stuff. Sweet. Victory. Alright, we're going to do that again. Oh, storming the tower. No, that'll take too long. Because then you have to go through room by room. We'll do that in another session. Because there's a mine that I want to go through and try and clear it out. Because if you clear out a mine, you get tons of cash and tons of recognition, so that just helps everybody. But we're just going to keep laying siege. Eventually he'll pop out. Here you go. You note with delight. That's Siboto. This is going to be the final battle. There he is. Oh, he's got a couple of honor guards with him. So he's got plate mail, chain, and a two-handed sword. Very good with it. Well, we'll just see about that. Okay, so 3. Naomi, you kind of go up over here. And we're going to start shooting some arrows at these guys. Oops, 4. Do that. Boom. Nice shot. I say 12. Do it again. Bam! 1 down. Nice. Alright, let's, we're actually going to throw an eye burn. About right. There. There. Okay. This, I'm actually going to back you guys up just a titch. I don't want you guys being affected by the potion. Bam! Oh, such a cool sound. Alright, let's go get him. Bear, you take on the grunts. I'm actually going to have her move back. Denga, you take on a grunt. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Get him. Bear. Get him. Get him. Oh. Oh, crap. Naomi, we're going to flee to get away from him. There we go. Ow! Actually, Naomi, you can shoot missiles in his back. Or miss. Whatever you want to do. Ouch! Oh! Marcus, down! Careful, Bear. Get him. Alright, Denga's coming to help. Just trample all over my unconscious body. Naomi, you suck! There we go. One's better than none. Nice. Denga with the final blow! Alright. Take a couple arrows. Give that javelin back to Robert. Take a couple arrows. And a couple arrows. And we'll take all of this good stuff. And these are good to sell too. The plate mail armor and the chain armor are probably some of the more expensive stuff, plus the two-handed sword. So that'll line our pockets very nicely. Thrown weapons. Mortally wounded, the evil robber knight coughs out his life at your feet. His minions flee into the countryside, where they will be hunted down by locals. You have won. You grin, clap each other on the back, and set about looting the robber's castle, taking what you can carry. You leave the remainder for the local Peasants. Well, that doesn't seem very virtuous. Sweet victory! Alright, so then let's head back to... where did I come from? Ulm. So on my little list I put a little check mark saying, hey, I completed this. So let's hike on back. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna camp quick. In the overmap you can camp. And with this is you can actually do a couple of things, such as regaining your strength, doing some alchemy work, guarding the camp. But I want to regain the strength a little bit. But you notice on the top it says after 0 days there's a risk of 0. When this number goes up, there's a higher chance of you being discovered, and you're either going to be discovered by bandits or soldiers. And the soldiers are a little bit easier to deal with, meaning we can talk them into staying, but the bandits, they're basically out for blood. So it's always nice to have someone guard the camp. But what I'm going to do is do a regain here. Robert, you are going to guard. Naomi, you are going to regain. And Denga, regain. So then we're going to spend the night. See, my health went up. The risk is now at 2. I'm going to do it again. And we're going to do one more. So now we're going to leave. Because I don't want to sit around too long. We're going to keep... oh, that's right. Stupid Ripper. Let's go around town here. There we go. Ooh, these are fun to do. Look at the next valley, you see a fierce battle raging. A group of well-armed robbers is assaulting a merchant caravan. The caravan guards, although outnumbered and losing, still defend their charges violently. I gotta learn to read. Valiantly. You decide to, I always charge into the fray. No ifs, ands, or buts. So, let's get them, guys. Where are they? Ooh. Alright. And actually, what I'm going to do, come on, is I always just charge in right away. I don't do any missile weapons or anything. Also, at this point, I'm just getting a little lazy and picking up arrows over and over again. Before, we're going to have Denga attack the leader. There, yeah. And I'm going to put it right about there. They should meet. So let's start the action. I know it's not lag or anything like that, the game just runs like that. That's so cool. Get him! Wow, what a battle. Nice. Awesome. So let's get all the goodies. Usually skip the bow. Sometimes they ain't worth a lick of anything. I'm gonna divvy out the arrow. Oh, see? Gosh darn it. Not paying attention again. Well, I guess Naomi has 2 bows now. Let's pick up the rest of that. Leave. Perfect. Victory. The caravan master is pathetically grateful for your help. You saved our lives and our fortunes. Please, take this reward. He hands you a weighty purse with 1 florin and 16 groschens. Thank you. My family still has a leader, and my wife a husband. Another merchant gives you a brass handgun. Sweet. Oh, I remember those from back in the day. Those things were so awesome. When I played it when I was younger, I'm still hoping they have the same cool level. So of course we're going to accept these gifts. This is another reason why I like doing these, because again, sometimes you get some pretty good cash and you can get a pretty good item, like the brass handgun. Sweet. So let's continue on our little adventure here to get back to Ulm. Cut across the swamp, which is probably not a smart idea, but come on, there we go. Oops, this is Stuttgart. Oh, oops. And we're gonna travel elsewhere. Brass handguns are the bomb, that's for sure. Boom! 1-shot kills. Nice. I don't remember them very well from back in the day. I remember my friend let me make a character, and I think I called him Judas Priest, and he was a monk. And I think he had the handgun that was pretty stellar. Uh-oh. Denga holds up his hand. I think someone or something is hidden up ahead. You respect his perceptions and decide to ignore his warning and press onward. Use charisma and speaking skill to pull off your way past whatever danger might be lurking. Flush it out with a potion. Nah, pray to a saint. Well, I haven't been able to do that lately. I'm gonna cry out and surrender. No, whoever does that. We're gonna use charisma. Dope. Gold or blood? Well, I'm gonna spill your blood and take your gold, so haha. Let's see here. Number 1. Again, I'm just gonna charge in. My guys are pretty beefy. Number 4, which is Denga. We're gonna send him over here as well. I actually should have changed Naomi's weapon back to her military hammer. Oh, where's that guy going? Hey, Marcus. Go chase him down. Oh, sugar. Okay, Naomi, I guess if you got him. Or walk away. Denga's got it, I think. $14, nice. Another $14, nice. Baboosh. Cool. Alright, let's get. Nice. Leave. Victory. Bet you they regret ambushing us now, huh? I am satisfied, and I am going to resume my journey. Alright, let's keep going back to Ulm. Oh man. Holds up his hands, something. We're gonna do the same thing. Do charisma. Look at that. With a great bellow, Marcus shouts, "What's going on here?" Then, in a virtuous display of commanding presence, he succeeds to completely intimidate the bandit soldiers until they feel lucky to be allowed to leave before you consign them to the unimaginable horrible fate. Well, they believed me. Ha ha ha. Oh, my common went up too. Sweet. Okay. Let's go up here. There's home. Sweet. So now we're going to go to the main gate. And since I am feeling virtuous. The guards brush off your approach. Who are you? Who am I? I'm respected in that town, dude. I'm fine. Oh, so now it's night, so I can hail the night watch, actually. There we go. Holy sacraments! I'll be down to open the postern? Alright. So, since it's night, I'm going to have to go to the inn. We're actually going to stay the night. Okay, so now we're going to leave. And we're going to go to the market to collect our reward. And that was this guy. So the great banking house. I insist on seeing the representative. Lothar. About my reward. There we go. Yes, there is indisputable proof that you have fulfilled your commission. Therefore, I am honor-bound to pay this reward. Damn right! Give me my money! He unlocks a small chest and carefully counts out 14 florins. Then pushes the coins across the table. Thank you for your bravery. I will tell everybody that you guys kick ass. The master banker continues smiling, a strange and chilling sight. Many years have I prayed for this moment. The demise of Sabodo. It wasn't just the worst robber knight in recent memory. That monster also crippled my only son. Jeez, that's terrible. Oh, gosh. He pauses to collect himself. But now my revenge is complete. I shall remember this, and speak of it often. There is justice in this world. So there you go. So now we have completed that task. And I am going to send my guys back to the inn for another little R&R. And with that, I think we are going to conclude this. Nice little live stream of the classic DOS game Darklands. So please feel free to leave comments. I'm going to post this on our YouTube channel. Share it with your friends. I'm going to do a couple more of these. Hopefully I can make it to the end. I've actually never have completed this game. So I would like to actually get on to the end and prevent the apocalypse. So with that being said, thank you all for joining me today and playing this awesome little classic.